Now, a couple of things that are probably exciting for our listeners tonight. I mean, it's a tough episode for me on the buttons, as per usual, so just be aware of that. There's a small disclaimer that we have to make. But, Skin, the reason that it'll be slightly different is because we've actually been out in the field. You've been in charge of this, really, in terms of capturing some audio from a couple of life experiences we've had.
Yeah, I wouldn't give me that much credit, but yeah, I've been involved, and we went for a kick of the football with our friend Rory, who I think's been on an episode quite a while ago now, I think.
Episode 34,
okay,
from memory.
All right, thank
Jeez,
you.
I know them well.
Yeah, you've done well there. But anyway, he's a Pommy, and obviously he's a fan of soccer or football, I should say.
Yeah, can you stop using those interchangeably? Just commit to one that you're going to say. When we say football, we mean soccer for people in Australia. Correct. Unless you're listening in England, and when we say football, we mean football.
Yes. I'm sorry, I play soccer. I refuse to say football.
Hazard's never going to get on board with that.
Defiant. But anyway, so we went for a kick. He sort of put us through our paces a little bit. We had a few challenges and stuff, and I don't know, we've just made a little bit of a contest about it. We've got plenty of footage, so hopefully we'll be seeing that sort of somewhere over the socials in the next couple of weeks. But we thought we would take the chance to get a little bit of the audio in the episode as well. So I've trawled through and found what I thought were some humorous parts. I think it starts off with a little chat yard with Bays, who snuck in there early doors.
There it is.
There, probably out at deep square leg there, just fell over another one. yeah, that's right. No, we weren't really here to talk about your goalkeeping, although it's good. That hasn't looked amazing thus far. No. We had a chat on podcast episode 45, Bays, about your exciting news, obviously representing the We Got the Chocolates team with that hat, which is fantastic. But the engagement, tell us the story, how'd it go down, any nerves, any issues, or flawless plan? A few nerves. Pretty flawless plan though, everything went pretty well. Went with a surprise option, so really went hard with the surprise option. Surprised Jess, kind of set up a picnic that was meant to be for Mum for Mother's Day that was 4 months ago, but yeah, not being for Jess, and that worked, so couldn't have gone better. Absolutely stoked, that's for sure.
Brilliant. Now, you're not sticking with us for this afternoon, but we have got some trick shots with Rory, who you'll see over there. If I can get our cameraman, Scotty the cameraman, to just point over there. There he is. Got some trick shots with Rory this afternoon. Who are you backing to be the most skillful footballer in terms of the We Got the Chocolates team?
Lethal, I'm backing you in there, mate. No bias. I just think, I've watched about 10 minutes of penalties. Skins will put one in the 50-metre pool, the basketball courts, and the back of my car. So he doesn't look great. Lethal, you got a couple on target, so I'll go with you.
Lovely, Bays. Always a pleasure chatting, mate. Have a great afternoon.
Yeah, right. So I've copped a little bit of spray there, and rightfully so, if I remember correctly. My warm-up wasn't very strong.
In fairness, Has actually hadn't arrived at that point, and I'm the one that gets blown up at about being late here all the time. Has rocked in 40 minutes after the designated start time. I mean, there was some rumour about him actually coaching a kid or something, but surely priorities.
Yeah, you would think.
However, for the whole week beforehand, you knew that I was going to be that time. I was always going to be later than the designated time. So
there was some confusion, I reckon.
But I did miss the warm up, so that didn't help me out in the actual competition, did it?
No, but we fumbled around for so long that you got there for the first trick, anyways. And the first trick was a little crossbar challenge. And after Bays' raving review of Lee's penalty shootouts, here is how it went for him.
I think in today's industry, that's called over. None from one.
I'm not convinced that that's the regular height when I practice.
Yeah, because all the goals look different sizes, don't they?
I know when I was training in Brazil, it was, I think, different height.
Yeah, well, you've got 4 more kicks to figure out the height, so...
I get it, obviously. I just need to come.
It's the big white thing, yeah?
White thing, here we go. You'd rather go over than under from what I've heard. Just sure that logic works.
Ooh, not bad, close. None from 2, though. 3 attempts left. Can we just get a little assessment after 2 goes?
Well, I mean, the first one I wasn't overly pleased with. Second one I thought was in for all money. I was probably actually looking to celebrate right there. So this one will be on. Jeez, I'm breathing heavily.
The crowd's waiting in anticipation. Wow, can we get that assessment of that, please? No, none from 5.
None from 5, yeah. I mean, it's not the worst. Actually, it is.
It is. It is.
Yeah, no, that sucks.
Yeah, so obviously I've cut out a little bit there. So you were none from 2 and very confident that your third one was going in. But obviously,
I like how you've just like let everyone know that I just went straight from none from 2. Did not improve at all. Just none from 5.
None from 5.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was that. And then obviously Haz and I had a crack at the crossbar challenge as well, but sort of didn't offer quite as much banter. But Rory was quick to give me a spray when we moved on to the header and volley challenge. So
Is that this one?
Yeah, I think that should be this one.
Skinnell's up. Let's see where he goes. Oh, it's a diving header and it's in. It's a 2-point straight up. And all my money was in him missing that on the dive. Not missing the target, missing the ball.
That was a good effort.
We should probably just let people know that the reason Rory sounds like a walrus in here is because he's mic'd up whilst kicking the balls to us.
Oh yeah, he's feeling
He's not
involved
just
in the
standing there
activity.
as a commentator, because I'm just listening back to it going, jeez, he is panting. But he probably actually worked just as hard as us.
Chasing
Yeah,
after
correct.
the balls that we missed the goals from.
Especially in that crossbar. But we didn't go to any more of the crossbar challenge, but we had 15,000 sail over the bar. We got 5 shots each, didn't hit. Then I reckon we had another 6 shots each before someone finally hit. And by someone, I think you know who I mean.
Yeah, it was lethal.
You
That
got-
finally got the first hit.
And you got a controversial amount of bonus points for hitting.
How was that worth
It was
5?
well designated. Well, it's the hardest one, apparently. It took us 26 goes to get it.
Okay.
All right, what do we got now? Is this still...
I think Rory keeps throwing me for a bit longer.
And he's volleyed it in. He's gone left peg on the stretch. He's 3 points out of 4 so far.
Is that the one off your kneecap?
That's this one. That was a compliment, actually. Sorry.
How has he kneed that in? He's kneed that in on the half volley. Roger, can you just talk me through the one that bounced, you kneed it in, went in the opposite side you're intending?
Yeah, I don't know, just sort of didn't go how I planned, but reacted quite well. I thought, kept things under control, just made use of the shin bone and all good.
Yeah, great strikers claim them all. Well done.
Exactly. I am a great striker.
Great striker. Oh, dear. All right, do I keep playing this?
Yeah, the next one should be, I think we just went to a pretty standard penalty shootout, and I think this should be a little comment on your goalkeeping skills, Lethal.
Oh, no.
He's 2 points from 2. Horrendous keeping.
Has Lethal been on the Sydney Harbour Bridge?
Yeah, I think he has. He's given us the whole goal to aim at and then dived back over the ball.
Perfect. Well done. I would have thought you'd be all right with the goalkeeping, given you.
I think it's actually wicket keeping
yeah, it's
that I do.
wicket keeping,
slightly
but I
different,
thought there'd be some correlation, but clearly not.
that exact one, I dived the wrong way and then back over the top of the
Yeah,
ball.
you
Has
really-
kicked it at exactly where I started.
Yep.
If I didn't move a muscle, I would have saved it.
Correct. And then, so one of the rules in the penalty shootout, we had to take, I think it was 2 off your non-preferred foot, and mine was like after I'd been shocking on the left foot all day, my right foot was surprisingly okay. So I made a ridiculous comment here, which Rory was quick to pick up on.
Okay, here we go.
It's a real good strike on the weak foot.
I reckon I'll kick that better than I'll kick a left foot here.
I mean, there's no requirements that you have to kick your last 3 with your strong foot. If you want to do all 5 in your weak foot,
That's true. I'll have a dabble at the left foot, see how we go. If it's a stinker, I'm going back to the right.
he'll have a dabble with his strong foot, he said.
I'm not
you,
confident
Rory.
in it.
And then we've already mentioned our inability to hit the crossbar. I kicked about 19 over the top, and another spray from Rory, of course.
Here we go.
It's gone over again. It's gone over again. Maybe we'll do rugby next week with the week at the Chocks team. Skin will be favourite.
Correct. And then we were trying to just kick normal goals. After half an hour of missing the crossbar, Haz and I hit the crossbar flush twice.
Oh, perfect.
And when we wanted the crossbar half an hour ago, we finally got it.
Oh my god!
So that was infuriating.
I don't know what to say.
He's baffled.
We spent half an hour trying to hit that crossbar earlier.
Perfect. And then I'll have to give it away a little bit. I guess Lee ended up winning the challenge on the day, and had a very humble interview at the end of it all.
That's post the goal where it's like sudden death.
Yeah.
Me and Haz in the shootout, because we finished on equal points. So me and Haz are in a shootout here, and I think it went Haz. I missed. No, I got what the heck happened? No, Haz took it first. I saved it. Then I missed, hit the goal post.
Yeah, that's right.
Then Haz missed again, and then I finally scored.
And he passed it in. He's off. He's celebrating the shirts off, so he get his yellow card at the end. Some cartwheels. As you can see, the fans, they've been stunned to silence. Is that the result the people wanted? I'm not so sure, but it's the result we've got. Let's get some live reaction from our champion.
Well, you're looking at a pretty ordinary body. It's the first thing to note, but secondly, I mean, pinpoint accuracy, just like we worked on throughout the day.
Breathing.
Probably felt like I'd easily been best on ground, so I think it's a fitting result.
That's what I was going to say. It was seesawing throughout the whole competition. Do you think you were a deserving winner?
Well, I'd like to think so. I mean, there were definitely elements where I was a little bit poor, but obviously played to my strengths. Knew that penalties, dizzy penalties particularly, was always going to be my strong point, because I've sort of spent a great deal of my life with practicing that sort of element with too much of those beverages occasionally. So, yeah, worked quite well, I thought.
Perfect.
Like we didn't do a fitness challenge. You're that tired after just kicking goals.
That's from one penalty and a quick run.
Not ideal.
These microphones, they pick up everything. That must have been inside my body, I think. It was in the lungs. Now, what have you got left for us?
Finally, I just wanted to finish with a little compilation, just giving an idea of our
this is our highlights.
our raw reactions to our own kicks.
There we go.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. 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 Skin! Skittle! Oh, gosh, straight at him. Oh. No! No!
And just,
So, yeah,
guys, there's no trick. There's no tricks in there. They are all different samples.
Make sure you follow us on social media so you can check out the full video when it comes out.
Yeah, absolutely. That's perfect. Well, you've worked your way through, so that shouldn't be far away now, should it?
Yeah, no, I guess not. It should be all over it, really.
No, it'll be out tomorrow.